everyone, welcome back to the channel that knows nothing. I'm Jim and let's get to it. So today we are diving on into the Pixar Book Tag, which I am super keen for because we get to go through all, well not all, but some of the Pixar movies, so let's go. The first question in this tag is Toy Story, and that is pick a book where you would like the characters to come to life. And this might be a bit strange, but I am gonna go with the Infernal Devices series. This is Clockwork Angel, and mainly so I can punch Will in the face because I really hate him. I don't say that about many characters, but I really dislike him, and he's on the front cover of this one, so I don't like him. And also because Jem is in this book, and we kind of love Jem on this channel a little bit. Too much, maybe. The second question in this tag is A Bug's Life, and that is a big, beautiful butterfly, and that is name a character that goes through major development. And this one's kind of cheating, but I decided to go with Ian from Onward. This is The Art of Onward. Also highly recommend getting this, it is so pretty. Anyway, I just love him as a character. He's probably one of my favorite characters within the Pixar universe, and I just think he is, like, you know, the epitome of that awkward child that doesn't know how to make friends, and I just heavily relate to that. And I like how he changes over the course of the movie to be more comfortable within his own self, and it's just a nice, sweet story. It is very sad, and I just love it. And I loved reading this and all the reasons behind how this became a thing, and it makes me very happy, and I'm gonna stop talking now, otherwise I'm gonna cry. The third question in this tag is name a character that is strong or scary that develops a soft spot for another character, and I decided to go with the Hound and Sansa from A Clash of Kings. I think that their story from the book transferred into the TV show is pretty spot on, from what I can remember. Anyway, I just really like it, and he's meant to be like this very intimidating person, and there's like several scenes where you're just like, I'm not sure if we can trust him with Sansa, but I feel like he is only there looking out for her best within the story, especially when they're at King's Landing. Yeah, I like it because I think at heart he's just like protecting her and wants to make sure that she doesn't go through any more pain than she has already been through. Number 4 in this tag is Finding Nemo, and that is P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. That is name and address or a quote within a book that is ingrained into your memory, and that is, I volunteer! I volunteer as tribute.
I volunteer as tribute!
It's a good quote. Number 5 in this tag is The Incredibles, and that is name the coolest book family that you know. And I just could not go past the Weasleys from Harry Potter. I love them. They are all amazing in different ways. I feel like I have a very soft spot for the twins, especially in this one. And yeah, I like them. They're very unique and different, and they go against all the norms of what a sort of pure blood family is, and they're just very wholesome and nice, except for a certain someone, but he comes around in the end, you know. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. Number 6 in this tag is Cars 1, 2, and 3, and that is name a book that keeps getting sequels that you feel like aren't needed. Now, it's not necessarily sequels, it's just a lot of books. I'm gonna pick Cassandra Clare for this one. I just feel like we're spiraling into insanity. I've read this one, I haven't read the rest of the trilogy. I have the rest of the trilogy, but you know, it gets to a certain point where it's just like, how much more stuff can happen in this world? How many love triangles can you make up, Miss Clare? Because like, I am actually, like, it's just different stories, but it's all the same. There's always a love triangle, and they always end up with who I don't want them to end up with because, oh god, the pain of it is too real. Number 7 in this tag is Ratatouille, and that is name a main character that isn't a human or a humanoid type thing. And I'm gonna go with Aslan from Narnia. Many people would argue that he's not the main character. why is everyone talking about him then? And why is he on the front cover of literally every single book? I mean, this is the big ass book of all of them. But why he on the cover if he's not the main character? Number 8 in this tag is Wally, and that is name a book that made you feel lonely. And there are so many books out there, guys, that have made me feel lonely, but this one made me feel so lonely. The thing about Jellyfish, it is set in a high school, and it's a new year, and it's about 2 best friends. Sadly, one of them does pass away, and it's the other best friend going through the motions of dealing with that. And it's very sad, and also they were kind of estranged best friends, and one of them had changed, trying to fit herself into many of the boxes that exist out there in the world. The other one didn't understand why she had changed so much because of high school and tried to fit in and try to be popular. And it was just, I had to put it down a few times. And it's not a very big book, but man, it got to me. It made me very sad. And as much as it made me sad and lonely, it was very cathartic in a way and very interesting, and I rated it very highly on Goodreads from memory. Number 9 in this tag is Up, and that is name characters that you very quickly became emotionally attached to, and I have got to go with just a lot of the people from the Grishaverse, particularly this one because Nikolai's in it, and I loved him from the get-go, even when we didn't know who he was. I was like, damn, I hope this character comes back. Anyway, I love that it's gone on to, and he has his own book now, King of Scars and Rule of Wolves, and I just love Grishaverse. It's so good. I mean, like, some of it is a bit trashy, but that's okay. I'm not even in it for the main characters in this one. I'm not in it for Alina or Mal. Like, I just could not care less about them. I'm in it for the side characters because they are the best ones. Like Zoya? Oh my god, I love that woman. She can do no wrong in my mind. I know she probably has done a lot of wrong, but yeah, I'll allow it. Number 10 in this tag is Brave, and that is name a strong mother-daughter bond. And I don't read many books where the mother is alive, because in all like young adult, either they're absent or dead, which is, it's a like bloody get-go Disney thing and Pixar thing to do. Like we just talked about Up. Anyway, and so I decided to go in the complete opposite direction of that in a book that I have actually read where there is a mother-daughter bond that I can remember, is Serpent and Dove, and that is Lou and her mother, which is a very interesting relationship. I've only read this one. I have the 2 others. They're up there on a shelf that you can't see. So I'm interested to see how everything plays out between them, because her mum wants her dead, and that's quite a problematic thing, I think. Not sure how everybody else feels about that. Yeah, so it's, interesting. Mother-daughter bond. It's not a strong one, but it's one. And number 11 in this tag, the last question in this tag as well, is Inside Out, and that is name a book that you believe is a core memory for you. And I have got to go with Once There Were Giants. Yes, it is a picture book. You can judge me all you like. But I feel like picture books would fall into many people's core memories. This book is quite special to me. My mum used to read it to me all the time. I have said this so many times on this channel. For sure people would know about it. Anyway, it's definitely one of my favorite picture books because of the messaging behind it. It's about a little girl like being born and growing up in this family and how they're all giants and she's not. And at the end of the book, she has a husband and has a baby, and it's like she's one of the giants now. It's just about life and growing up, and it's just very dear to my heart. And I love the messaging behind it. It's so simple and so nice, and it's all about family. And yes, I cannot rate this book enough. I love it. Anyway guys, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, subscribe, because that is always nice, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.